Okay, well, welcome to class today. In our class today, majorly our class today is all about activity. All about activity. We want to do some activity, and what we want to talk about is identification of odd and even number. Forget we have three categories of numbers. Numbers are categorized into three. We have the odd number, the even number, as well as the prime numbers. All other numbers fall into these three categories. Don't forget that. Okay. So anyway, let's not forget, if you are new here, subscribe to my channel and like and share with family and friends so they can enjoy what we're doing in the community here. So, and I told you it's all about activity. So please let our word do this thing. You can just take your time and cut some paper for them and let them practice what we're doing now. Believe you me, when you do that, they will not forget it. They will not forget it. They will, anytime they see a number, they'll be able to identify, is it odd number or is it even number? Okay, we're not going to definition now. Probably I will define the two for you as the class is going on. Okay, so now if you have 1 to 10, the reason why I put 10 there, actually as students supposed to put 10 there, because 10 is not among the digits that we're using in base 10. We have 0 to 9, but for the sake of the elementary class, that's why I put 10, so I can explain that concept of 0. Well, if I should put 0 in front, they might be argue that 0 is nothing, as the teacher always tell them, 0 is nothing, fine, 0 is nothing, so they will be confused. So that's why I put 10 there, so we can use 10 to explain to the elementary class, but for the mature class you might not even put the 10 there. So now let's look at it now. If you have 1 to 10 like this, and we have some box that I've already put under each of those numbers, all we want to do is we want to count, like if we have 1, I want to count something like 1 in one of the box here. So let's look at it now. This is just 1, and 1 means just a single something. So let's draw a circle to represent that single here. Let's draw just a circle to represent the single. Do we see it now? Just 1, because it's just a unit, 1. And are we going to put anything here? No, because we have only 1 here. If we get that, we have only 1 there, so we're not going to put anything in the second box. Okay, so just like let's look at 2 now, so you can understand what I'm saying here. So this is 2. Let me first put my box here, my dots for the first one. But it's 2, which means a pair. Okay, a pair of something. So I have to put the second one there, right? So I have to put the second one there because it's 2. It's 2. Okay. So when we are talking of 1 now, I put only 1 here. But in the 2 box, I put the 2, which means under the column of the 2, I balance the 2 end here. Do you get that? I put something, a circle, in 2 box here. And when we're talking of odd, in English language, odd simply means something that is not really regular. It's not very regular. So you see that this one doesn't complete its own box. So before you can say something is regular, it must be something like it's smooth, it's flat, you know. Look at this box now. So we have 1, 2, but this one is just because it's only 1, so we can't put the second one there. Let me give you a closest instance, the closest example. If you know a hen, right? A hen, we all know a hen. So if a hen has 1 leg, is that normal? Because for a hen to be normal, to be okay, to be healthy, it has to have a 2 leg, so it can move normal. But if a hen has 1 leg, will it be able to move correctly? No, that's what I'm saying. It will not be able to move correctly. So it's only 1 leg up, 1 leg down like this. That means it's not very regular. That's what's happening here. Now let's look at another example. How many eyes do we have? How many eyes do we have? We have 2 eyes, right? 2 eyes. If you see somebody that has 1 eye, what will happen to somebody that has 1 eye? We say, somebody I know is an handicap or is a physical challenged person, isn't it? Because he has he or she has one eye. So that's what happened. So before you say something is complete, something is even, it has to have it must be in pair. Okay, it must be in pair, in two, like that. But if it's not two, if it's not complete, its own two box beside each other, that means that thing is odd. Do you get that? That means that thing is odd. Now let's continue. Let's continue so we can identify the odd and even number now. Well, look at this one. We've done one. We've done two. Let's look at three now. We first do the first one for three. No three, right? No three. Three finger. Aha. The second one, we have to complete the first pair. That is 1, 2. Is it complete? No. It remains what? 1 to make it complete 3 units. We get that now? 3 units. Are we going to put something here to complete the box? To make it even? No. We're not going to put this because this one is what? 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now let's look at 4 now. We have 1, another 1, then 3, the third one, another one, and the fourth one here, and the fourth one here. Do we see? Let's get a table. This is for the odd number or for the even number. Okay, so let's try and roll it down. So anyone that doesn't complete its pair, we're going to categorize it under what? Odd. You know, I told you, anybody one. This is 1. Does it complete its own task? No, it doesn't complete its own task. So we're going to write 1 under the odd number. What of 2? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. What does that mean? That means it completes its own task. That is 2 under the even number. Do we get that? Look at 3. This one is complete. Does the 3 complete this one? No. It doesn't complete this one, which means 3 is under odd number. Okay, let's look at 4 now. This pair is complete. This pair is complete. Does it have anything here? No, which means it completes its own pair. So that means 4 is under even number. Do we get it now? Let's continue. Let's go and count that of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's look at it now. This one is complete. This place is also complete, isn't it? Or does this place complete? Is this place complete now? No, it doesn't. So where are we going to categorize it? Very good. Under the odd number. Do we get that? Let's look at 6 now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's look at the pairs now. This pair, is it complete? Yes. All of this pair? Yes, that's very good. All of this pair? Wow. That one, 6 complete its own pair. So I'm going to put it under the even number. Do we get that? Let's move to 7 now. Let's see, maybe 7 will complete its own pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you following? That's very good. And 7. Let's look at it. Maybe 7 complete its own pair. This place is complete, fine. All of this place, yes, is complete. All of this place is complete. All of this place, is it complete? No. And anyone that doesn't complete his own pair is what? Odd number. So you put it there under the odd number. Let's go to 8 now. Let's go and try 8. Let's go and check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's 8. Let's see, maybe 8 completes its own pair too. All of this, please, is complete. Fine. Complete, complete, and complete. You see that 8 completes its own pair. That means 8 is an even number. Let's look at 9 now. Let's look at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now let's look at 9 now. Let's look at 9. This one, is it complete? Fine. All of these, very good. All of this one, very good. All of this one, perfect. All of this one, no. No, it's not complete. So which means we're going to put 9 under odd number. Now 1 and 0, 10. 1 and 0, 10. 1, 0, 10, as we always do, it's 1, 0, 10. Now let's look at 10 now. So we want to derive something, although 1 is an odd number, but what of 1, 0? What of 1, 0? What will happen to 1, 0? Is it odd number or even number? Let's look at it now. I want us to get something from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see that 10 completes its own pair, isn't it? What we want to derive there is any of these number, any of all these numbers that ends with this 0. Any number that ends with 0 is an even number. Please don't forget that any number that ends with 0 is an even number. As we have it, 1 is odd number, but when we have the combination of 1, 0, 1, 0, it's become even number. 3 is an odd number, but if we have the combination of 3, 0, it's become an even number. 5 is an odd number. If we have 5, 0, it's become an even number. Do we get the concept right? Let's define odd numbers now. Odd numbers are the numbers that ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. This definition is for the elementary class, please. Don't forget that it's for the elementary class. Normal definition of odd numbers are numbers which when divided by 2 leave a remainder 1. Okay, that's for the standard definition of it, and for the higher class, odd numbers are numbers which when divided by 2 leave a remainder 1. And you continue like that. But for the sake of the elementary class, let's say odd numbers are numbers that ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So any number that ends with that is an odd number. Okay, in the elementary class, please don't forget that. Aging. So we have, as we have it there, we have 11, we have 23, we have 105, we have 217. You see all these one ends with, it ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 like that. So let's move on to even numbers. Even numbers are numbers that ends in or with, that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Sorry, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So don't let us put 10. Don't forget, I use the 10 as an example. So any number that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, they are all even number. The standard definition of that, we know the standard definition of that. Those are the numbers that can be divisible by 2 without a remainder. Okay, that's the standard definition of even number. Even numbers are numbers that can be divided by 2 without a remainder. While odd numbers are the numbers that can be divided by 2 and leave a remainder. Which one divided by 2 is you leave a remainder 1. Please don't forget that. Don't forget that for the sake of the higher class. But for the sake of the elementary class, simple definition is enough for them. Example, we have like 10 as I put earlier, like 1 to 12, like 34, like 56, 78, and so on and so forth like that. So they are all even number. Why? Because they end with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Do you get that? An odd number ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, and let me put one more number here. That is 389. You get it now. You get it now. So that is our class.